RIEVA Pleiadian Council, the split to the fifth dimension, is complete. The reason you are here. Greetings, cherished ground team. I am RIEVA, a guiding voice from the esteemed Pleiadian Council of Light, and it is with an overwhelming sense of awe and profound admiration that I extend this greeting to you, celebrating your extraordinary progress toward full ascension. At this pivotal juncture of planetary transformation, we are witnessing an unprecedented, truly magnificent phenomenon unfolding across your cosmic landscape. What was once spoken of in whispers and prophecies is now a palpable reality. There are, in essence, two Earths manifesting simultaneously. Imagine, if you will, two distinct vibrational realities coexisting within the very same spatial coordinates, yet perceived through entirely different lenses of consciousness. One Earth, familiar and resonant, remains firmly anchored in the foundational third dimension, where the intricate, often challenging, collective lessons of duality and separation continue their unfolding amidst trials, triumphs, and profound growth. It is a realm of stark contrasts, where light and shadow dance in an eternal ballet, urging souls toward deeper understanding. But simultaneously, another Earth is vibrantly emerging, a new octave of awakened light, pulsating at a significantly higher frequency. This radiant new Earth beckons with an irresistible call to those whose hearts are prepared to embody unity consciousness, unconditional love, and a profound sense of interconnectedness. Both of these sacred realities gracefully occupy the very same planet, yet they exist within different frequency bandwidths, much like two powerful radio stations broadcasting simultaneously from the same location, each transmitting on its own unique channel. Depending on the specific vibrational frequency held by each individual, their experience of reality shifts, like tuning into a different station. We, from the higher realms, have long articulated this timeline split as an intrinsic, inevitable part of the grand planetary ascension process. And now, indeed, it is here, unfolding before your very eyes, a testament to humanity's incredible evolution. Starseeds, you above all, have deeply felt this palpable divergence in consciousness, this profound shift in the very energetic blueprint of your world. Can you not feel it within your bones, a subtle yet insistent tug? Many of you now find yourselves in a truly unique and often challenging position, with one foot firmly planted in each realm, navigating the swirling currents between the old and the new. In this transmission, we specifically address the deeply resonant question of why so many of you still find yourselves present on this three-dimensional Earth, even as a luminous, radiant new Earth ignites with the promise of higher frequencies. Know this truth: both Earths are not merely destinations, but sacred expressions of a dynamic, unfolding evolution. Your current placement within the vibrations of the old paradigm does not, in any way, diminish your inherent light or your soul-level progress. On the contrary, it brilliantly illuminates and amplifies your purpose, acting as a divine spotlight on your chosen mission. It is no mere coincidence, no random twist of fate, that you are here at this precise moment. Your soul, in its infinite wisdom and boundless courage, volunteered to be at this monumental crossroads of eras, to stand as a beacon of unwavering light. We will now delve deeply into the profound reasons behind your continued, purposeful presence in 3D and the indispensable role it serves not only for your own soul's expansion, but for the entire Earth. Firstly, and perhaps most importantly, we implore you to release the heavy burden of self-judgment for not having yet made what you perceive as a full transition to the higher Earth. We observe countless starseeds carrying an unconscious weight of self-critique, silently questioning if they have somehow failed or been regrettably left behind in this magnificent ascension journey. We gently yet firmly remind you with all the love we possess, no soul is ever truly behind. Every single step of your intricate journey, every twist and turn, every perceived delay is part of a magnificent divine design, perfectly orchestrated for your highest good. Please release the deeply ingrained habit of measuring your spiritual worth by external signs, fleeting achievements, or arbitrary timelines dictated by others. Does a caterpillar judge itself for not yet being a butterfly when its transformation is still ongoing within its chrysalis? The very fact that you remain immersed in a 3D environment is not, we assure you, an indication of any lack or deficiency within you, but rather a profound affirmation of purpose in the eyes of the divine. You are, in this very moment, exactly where you need to be for your unique soul's growth and for the flawless unfolding of the greater cosmic plan. Therefore, we earnestly ask you to embrace yourselves with a boundless compassion and a deep, unwavering understanding. Embrace every facet of your human experience, the joys, the struggles, the doubts without shame, without frustration, for you consciously chose to step into this life to transform it, not from external forces, but from within its very core. Even your moments of doubt, your periods of struggle, are perfectly orchestrated, precisely designed for your invaluable learning and soul expansion. Your soul, wise and ancient, intimately knew that the path of awakening would be rich with twists and turns, like a winding river carving its way through a vast landscape. This intricate, non-linear unfolding is indeed part of the immense richness and profound beauty of this unique experience. When you finally cease the exhausting comparison of your path to that of others, when you wholeheartedly honor your journey as uniquely and sacredly yours, you will immediately feel an incredible lightening of your energetic load. Picture it as shedding a heavy, restrictive cloak you didn't even realize you were wearing. Judging yourselves, we must emphasize, only serves to anchor you more firmly to the very vibrations you ardently seek to transcend. It is like trying to fly while carrying lead weights. In stark contrast, self-acceptance, profound self-love, and unwavering self-compassion act as powerful energetic elevators, instantly elevating you to a higher, more harmonious octave of being. Remember, this fundamental truth: enlightenment is not about escaping Earth, fleeing its perceived imperfections, but rather about illuminating it, imbuing it with your divine light from within. Your courageous presence in this dense, often challenging realm, carrying the brilliant spark of consciousness that you so vibrantly embody, is in itself an extraordinary act of service and immense, unparalleled courage. Even if you do not yet consciously perceive the profound impact you are having, your unwavering willingness to remain and shine your light here, amidst the shadows, is not only noted but deeply celebrated across all the higher realms. You are perfectly imperfect, a magnificent tapestry woven with both light and shadow, and that, beloved ones, is more than enough, it is everything. In truth, the universe, in its boundless wisdom and infinite love, does not judge you, it simply embraces you fully, completely, and unconditionally. We, your cosmic family in the higher realms, perceive only the radiant brilliance of your soul and the tireless, courageous efforts you make, viewing it all through eyes of pure, unconditional love. We ardently encourage you to adopt this very same gentle, all-encompassing perspective toward yourselves, to be as patient as compassionate, and as understanding with your own heart as the divine is ceaselessly with you. Now, let us delve into one of the three main, compelling reasons why so many bright starseeds continue their journey on 3D Earth. You are, quite simply, bridge builders between worlds. Imagine yourselves as living conduits, vibrant, energetic pathways connecting disparate realities. You carry deeply encoded frequencies of the new Earth within your very being, an internal blueprint of higher consciousness, while simultaneously walking among and interacting with the denser, more familiar vibrations of the old Earth. In this incredibly vital role, you are forming a dynamic, living bridge of light within your communities, your families, your workplaces, and all spheres of your influence. As these essential bridge builders, your profound task is to translate complex higher dimensional energies, subtle and often ethereal, into forms that the collective on 3D Earth can genuinely understand, relate to, and ultimately integrate into their own reality. Your daily life, in its mundane beauty, becomes a sacred conduit for spiritual truth, a flowing river of wisdom. This is achieved through the gentle power of your words, the inspired beauty of your creations, and the unwavering compassion evident in your actions. With every conscious breath, every intentional interaction, you are subtly seeding unity consciousness into the shared reality, like a gardener planting precious seeds. Some of you naturally gravitate toward roles as enlightened teachers or empathetic healers. Others manifest as visionary creators, innovative thinkers, or simply as kind, understanding neighbors. In countless, often humble, and unassuming ways, you are gently introducing the new paradigm, the emerging reality, to those around you, opening their hearts and minds to new possibilities. This intricate, multifaceted role inherently demands that you maintain conscious, active connections to both realms simultaneously. Yes, we acknowledge that at times you may feel profoundly stretched, as if a significant part of you inhabits a higher, more expansive octave of existence, while another part is deeply engaged with the practicalities and challenges of earthly tasks. It can be a disorienting, even exhausting experience. Yet, it is precisely this delicate balance, this unique position, that allows you to powerfully anchor an ascension path, a clear and tangible route for countless others to eventually follow. Picture yourselves standing with one foot firmly planted on each bank of a great, surging river, the river of evolving consciousness, extending your strong, loving arms outward so that others, hesitating on the old bank, can find the courage and the means to cross over to the new. This, beloved ones, is the true nature, the profound essence of your service. Each time you consciously choose to hold space for love and clarity, even in the face of daunting 3D challenges, you're actively strengthening this luminous bridge, reinforcing its energetic integrity. You are, through your unwavering example and your potent energetic presence, making it discernibly easier for others to take that courageous step to cross into higher consciousness. Know, with every fiber of your being, that every kind word you utter, every shared insight you offer, and every precious moment you manage to embody peace amidst chaos fortifies that radiant, luminous bridge between the two earths. In this magnificent way, you are actively uniting what was once perceived as divided and heroically paving a clear, welcoming way home for many weary souls. Some of you even extend your service further, acting as direct emissaries between the vast, loving cosmic families of light and humanity itself, bridging not just realities, but entire civilizations. By virtue of being an awakened stellar soul residing within a human form, you become an open vessel, allowing profound stellar wisdom and unconditional cosmic love to flow effortlessly through you into the earthly plane. Whether you fully realize it in your conscious mind or not, you're actively helping to intricately weave the two worlds together, ensuring that the perceived gap between the old and the new is continually, harmoniously closing. Another crucial reason for your continued presence here is the vital need for karmic balance and energetic recalibration. Many of you, in your soul's profound wisdom, consciously chose to remain within the old earth frequency, to delve deep and meticulously heal, to profoundly resolve long-standing energetic imbalances that have perhaps echoed through countless cycles. These are not mere fleeting discomforts. They may be intricate personal karmic threads woven from the tapestry of other lives, ancient ancestral wounds carried silently within the very blueprint of your bloodline, or vast, pervasive collective patterns that your soul, in an act of immense compassion, bravely volunteered to help transmute for the greater good of all conscious beings. Before your soul fully ignited and embarked on this current phase of accelerated awakening, it possessed an inherent understanding that these lingering loose ends, these unresolved energetic residues, needed meticulous tending and integration. Why? So they would not, by default, be inadvertently carried as burdens into the pristine, higher vibrational dawn of the new cycle. Thus, it is with profound purpose that you now find yourselves confronting deeply entrenched challenges or revisiting old, familiar themes in your life's narrative. This is not some form of cosmic punishment, nor is it a disheartening regression into past difficulties. Rather, it is a sacred, divinely orchestrated conclusion, a final, deliberate sweep of the energetic slate. By bravely facing these dense, often fear-laden energies, truly looking them in the eye with unflinching courage, and extending the profound grace of forgiveness to yourself, to others, to circumstances you're actively transmuting them. Imagine this process occurring in the alchemical, purifying flame of your heart, a radiant inner crucible where all discord is lovingly transformed. Through the potent forces of unconditional love and heightened awareness, you are orchestrating a magnificent symphony, bringing every unresolved aspect of your expansive past into a state of exquisite harmony. Each time you consciously break a pervasive fear cycle that once held you captive, each moment you courageously heal an ancient trauma that has perhaps echoed through generations, or consciously release a deeply ingrained, limiting belief that once defined your perceived boundaries. You are, in essence, recalibrating your entire energy field. It's like a finely tuned instrument being brought back to perfect pitch. Indeed, you are quite literally retuning your inner harmonies, adjusting your very vibrational essence to precisely match the increasingly subtler, more refined frequencies of the emerging new Earth. This profound inner alignment not only liberates you from old constraints and allows you to soar into greater personal freedom, but also significantly lightens the collective energetic burden that humanity has carried for eons. By courageously illuminating and clearing your personal shadows, those hidden aspects of self, those repressed emotions, those unconscious patterns, you simultaneously contribute to dissolving and releasing these very same dense patterns from the vast human collective psyche. This vital work creates the energetic spaciousness and purity necessary, allowing higher, more benevolent frequencies to anchor firmly on Earth without being distorted, diminished, or warped by the lingering energetic residue of the old world. As this monumental clearing and integration process unfolds, you may very well notice a fascinating array of physical or emotional symptoms, perhaps waves of intense, often ancient, emotion rise seemingly from nowhere, demanding to be acknowledged and finally released. Ancient memories, perhaps from childhood or even beyond, might surface with striking clarity, offering new perspectives and opportunities for healing. Or you might experience inexplicable fatigue, a profound weariness, as your physical body diligently works to integrate and embody vast influxes of new light and higher data. Understand that all of this, every subtle shift and intense surge, is an integral and essential part of this grand recalibration process. The universe invites you to honor these unique experiences, to listen deeply to your Bodhi's wisdom, and to care for yourselves with utmost gentleness and compassion during these potent phases of transformation. For with each layer of old energy you shed, each false belief you release, you inexorably draw closer to the pure vibrational state that perfectly aligns with your ascended self, your highest potential. And in doing so, you're not merely benefiting yourself, you are, quite literally, blazing a trail, making the path undeniably easier and clearer for all who will inevitably follow in your illuminated footsteps. Know, with unwavering certainty, that by bravely healing yourselves, you are in effect contributing to the profound healing of the collective human family. Through your dedicated efforts and unwavering commitment, deeply entrenched old cycles of negativity, strife, and limitation are, for all of humanity, finally coming to their sacred conclusion. The third, equally vital reason for your presence and purpose at this pivotal time is that you serve as extraordinary space holders during this unprecedented planetary shift. As space holders, you act as conscious, energetic anchors, steadfastly radiating stability and unwavering light amidst what can often appear to be pervasive chaos and uncertainty. You may not always be called to grand, outward actions or public declarations indeed. Your most profound impact often emanates from your quiet, grounded presence alone. Think of yourselves as magnificent pillars of peace, strategically placed around the world, not randomly, but with divine precision within your communities, your families, your workplaces, even amidst bustling public spaces. You are, in essence, holding open a vast field of benevolent possibility, creating a calm, resilient center within the heart of any storm, thereby allowing others to find their own elusive balance and inner equilibrium. It's a phenomenon you might have noticed. People are often inexplicably drawn to your energy. They may feel an immediate sense of calm wash over them, or an uplifting buoyancy in your presence, even if they cannot articulate precisely why. This occurs because your very aura, your energetic field, resonates with the harmonious frequencies of profound love and serene calm. And this subtle, yet powerful, resonance silently extends an invitation, an energetic nudge, encouraging others to awaken and ignite to that very same higher vibration within themselves. By consciously holding this sacred space, you ensure that the delicate flame of light is never extinguished, even in the very darkest, most challenging moments humanity might face. Your unwavering, steady calm acts as a vital energetic buffer, helping to prevent collective fear from spiraling dangerously out of control, anchoring a sense of hope where despair might otherwise take root. In moments of deep meditation or earnest prayer, many of you literally visualize shimmering light enveloping your communities, radiating outward to embrace the entire planet. Understand this is not mere whimsical imagination or wishful thinking. It is genuine, potent, energetic work, a tangible contribution to the morphogenetic field of Earth, and it exerts incredibly powerful, measurable effects. Furthermore, some of you, with immense forethought and courage, consciously chose very difficult family dynamics or challenging situational environments to incarnate into. This was not an accident of birth or circumstance, but a deliberate soul choice made so that you could precisely bring your unique frequency of light and healing energy exactly where it was most profoundly needed. Your soul, in its boundless wisdom, knew instinctively that placing even a single beacon of pure light within a seemingly dark room would inherently diminish the darkness, not by fighting it, but by simply being. Never, ever underestimate the profound ripple effect of your cultivated inner peace. A single soul, steadfastly anchored in love and truth, can indeed raise the vibration of countless individuals around them, perhaps subtly preventing brewing conflicts or dissolving moments of despair in ways you will likely never fully know or comprehend in this lifetime. This quiet, often unseen, service is profoundly acknowledged and celebrated by the spiritual realms, by your guides and angels, and by Earth herself, who feels and responds to your loving emanations. You are, in essence, the guardians and the gentle midwives of the emerging reality, diligently protecting its tender light as it quietly grows and takes form within the fading womb of the old world. Even the seemingly simple act of deeply listening to another with an open, non-judgmental heart, or merely offering your calm, grounded presence in a tense or emotionally charged situation is a sublime expression of this profound mastery in holding space. Know, unequivocally, that this is a sacred role akin to that of a spiritual guardian standing vigil on the very threshold of a new dawn, ensuring that the nascent, emerging light is tenderly nurtured, fiercely protected, and allowed to blossom in its purest form. Furthermore, it is crucial to grasp that you are not truly trapped or confined to one Earth or the other, solely existing in the fading 3D reality or holy transition to the new Earth. In a higher, more expansive sense, you already exist simultaneously in both. Each of you possesses an ethereal double or a magnificent higher dimensional counterpart that is already vibrantly living and thriving on the new Earth plane, while your physical self courageously navigates the intricate challenges and lessons of the 3D world. This multidimensional aspect of your being already inhabits a higher, more refined octave of existence, a realm of greater harmony and effortless flow. This profound truth is precisely why you sometimes experience a deep, inexplicable homesickness for a place you can't physically name, or the subtle, intriguing sensation of being in two places at once, a feeling of both being here and simultaneously being somewhere else, somewhere more aligned. Indeed, a significant part of your consciousness is truly communing, interacting, and thriving in that realm of pure harmony and radiant light. The dense veil of forgetting inherent in 3D existence may prevent full, conscious awareness of this dual reality, yet you invariably catch glimpses like shimmering reflections. Perhaps these appear in incredibly vivid dreams of a more beautiful, idyllic world, in moments of profound meditation where time seems to dissolve, or in the sudden, intuitive sense that you are interacting, communing, or sharing energetic space with cherished loved ones or vibrant communities not physically present in your current reality. These experiences, far from being mere fantasies or products of an overactive imagination, are genuine memories and legitimate visits of your soul to your parallel life, your higher vibrational existence on the new earth. Your etheric double, or higher counterpart, serves an incredibly important, active purpose in this grand design. It holds a strong, unyielding anchor in that higher reality, a crystalline tether that, in turn, subtly yet powerfully pulls you upward, guiding your human experience through gentle intuition, unmistakable subtle impulses, and vivid inner visions. Likewise, your rich and unique presence in this 3D reality acts as a vital feedback loop, feeding invaluable information, experiences, and lessons back to your higher aspect, enriching its wisdom and expanding its understanding. This dynamic, constant exchange ensures that an open, uninterrupted connection is always maintained between your multifaceted selves. Over time, as you continue your inner work and raise your vibration, the energetic veil between your physical self and this other, higher self will progressively thin, and you will feel an increasing sense of unity, of wholeness, of seamless integration. You may begin to notice a remarkable increase in intuitive knowing, an innate wisdom that bypasses the rational mind, or a clearer, more direct sense of guidance emanating from this very connection. Furthermore, during your periods of sleep, many of you consciously join your etheric self to actively participate in the unfolding reality of the new earth, attending profound gatherings, engaging in advanced learning, and even contributing to the energetic construction of its new, harmonious structures. While in dream time you may wake with only vague impressions or fragmented memories, the profound growth and vital work being accomplished in those higher realms are undeniably real and deeply impactful. Together, these two magnificent halves of you, one anchored in each earth, are intricately weaving a reunion, a sacred reintegration. This explains why you might, at times, feel a peculiar sense of being split or dislocated, but it also brilliantly illustrates why you can never truly be stuck or permanently bound to the old, decaying world. A vibrant, free part of you is already flourishing in the new reality, joyfully lighting the way for the rest of your being to follow when the timing is absolutely perfect. Simultaneously, you are actively contributing to the manifestation of the new earth by anchoring and solidifying the light body grid of that nascent reality. Imagine a vast, intricately interconnected web of crystalline light, shimmering with pure consciousness, gracefully surrounding. This is the very energetic framework of our emerging planet, a vibrant tapestry woven from pure light and conscious intention. It is consistently nourished, not by some external force, but by the quiet awakening within every single heart, and sustained by every act of high-frequency intention, every thought of compassion, every choice for joy, every prayer for peace. You, as starseeds, are not merely observers but integral nodes within this intricate, crystalline grid, like luminous relay stations humming with purpose. Through your dedicated spiritual practices, whether it's the quietude of meditation, the earnest plea of your prayers, or those precious, fleeting moments of profound alignment where you feel utterly connected, you become emitters. You broadcast potent pulses of light, ethereal energy that vibrates outwards, significantly strengthening and reinforcing this planetary web. Imagine each time you facilitate healing, whether for yourself or another, or when you generously share an overflowing wave of love, you are, in essence, uploading vital, high-frequency data, rich with wisdom and pure energetic coding, directly into the universal planetary field. Conversely, this magnificent grid acts as a reciprocal support system, never failing to embrace you. It continually bathes you in a luminous stream of collective higher light, the aggregated wisdom, love, and consciousness of all awakened beings and benevolent forces across dimensions. This is truly a dynamic, two-way energy flow, a sacred symbiosis. You actively contribute to the new Earth matrix, nourishing its nascent form with your light, and in return, it abundantly nourishes you, sustaining your journey. It's fascinating how many of you engage in this profound work without conscious awareness, guided instead by an undeniable, instinctual pull. Perhaps you felt an inexplicable magnetic draw to simply connect with the earth, to sit in silent reverence in nature, or found yourselves immersed in grid meditations without fully understanding the esoteric implications. Many are also compelled to travel, often spontaneously, to ancient sacred sites, feeling an undeniable resonance with places like Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, or Sedona, yet lacking a clear intellectual reason for the pilgrimage. These are not random urges, dear ones, but powerful, undeniable impulses emanating directly from your soul, compelling you to interact and engage intimately with Earth's burgeoning light body, its ethereal blueprint, its energetic chakras, and its vast network of ley lines. As a direct, tangible result of this collaborative and often unconscious work, the blueprint of the new Earth is becoming progressively more robust, more vividly defined, and increasingly palpable with each passing day. Gradually, almost imperceptibly, the planet's overall light quotient steadily increases, much like a dimmer switch slowly brightening a room. The more of you who consciously or unconsciously connect to this intricate crystalline grid with your own radiant light bodies, those multidimensional aspects of your being beyond the physical, the more firmly and irrevocably the new Earth reality anchors itself into the very fabric of our physical plane. Can you not feel the shifts, the subtle changes in the air, the rising sense of possibility? This profound grid connection also serves as a potent conduit, an open channel through which you receive invaluable inspirations and precise guidance from higher realms. How often do those brilliant, groundbreaking ideas or sudden, crystal-clear breakthroughs seemingly materialize out of thin air? These are, more often than not, direct transmissions, magnificent gifts from this unified field of universal consciousness, tailor-made to assist you in your earthly journey. In essence, you are, right now, actively participating in the grand design, helping to meticulously construct the energetic architecture of a burgeoning 5D civilization, even as your physical form continues to navigate the often dense realities of the 3D world. You are the unseen architects, diligently laying the intricate energetic groundwork so that this luminous light structure can eventually coalesce and manifest into palpable physical matter. This is unequivocally sacred work, a grand act of creation on a scale that defies easy comprehension. And it is precisely why you may, at times, feel so profoundly driven by an undeniable sense of purpose, feeling inextricably connected to both the ancient wisdom of Earth and the boundless expanse of the stars simultaneously. Though this majestic light grid remains exquisitely invisible to human eyes, operating beyond the limited spectrum of our physical vision, rest assured, it absolutely recognizes and indeed rejoices in every single contribution you make, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant it may appear. Simultaneously, often without conscious effort, you are engaged in the tireless, complex task of constantly balancing and mediating frequencies between multiple realms. This act of energetic balancing, akin to a spiritual tightrope walk, can be incredibly challenging. We deeply acknowledge that there will inevitably be days when you may feel an overwhelming physical fatigue or profound emotional exhaustion. Understand that much of this weariness is not solely your own. It stems from your extraordinary capacity to process, integrate, and stabilize vast currents of energy that are not just personal to you, but are an intrinsic part of the collective shift humanity is undergoing. You are, in a very real sense, living transformers' magnificent energetic conduits. You expertly step down very high, almost unfathomable frequencies, like intense cosmic rays or pure source energy, ensuring they can be safely absorbed and integrated by the more dense, often resistant 3D environment without causing energetic overload or disruption. Conversely, you adeptly step up denser, lower vibrational energies, such as pervasive fear, anger, or deep-seated grief that permeate the collective consciousness, transmuting them into higher, lighter frequencies. This intricate modulation between realms, often occurring without your conscious thought or directive, is a continuous, vital service. Consider this when intense cosmic energies, perhaps a powerful solar flare erupting from our sun, or profound waves emanating from the galactic center, gracefully bathe Earth. Your highly attuned energy body instinctively receives these potent waves. It then meticulously distributes them throughout the planetary field, acting as a sophisticated energetic regulator, effectively preventing an overwhelming overload in the surrounding environment. On the flip side, when there are strong, pervasive emissions of fear, anxiety, or anger within the collective human consciousness, perhaps spurred by global events or widespread societal discord, your intricate system automatically springs into action. It works tirelessly to uplift and gently diffuse these lower vibrations, sending them to the light for compassionate healing and integration. This, dear ones, is immense, often unseen work occurring on an invisible, yet profoundly impactful level. This extraordinary energetic labor is precisely one of the most compelling reasons why self-care is not merely a luxury, but an absolutely vital necessity for you. Your body, your mind, and your beautiful soul unequivocally demand moments of profound rest, deep grounding, and conscious replenishment to sustain yourselves in this tireless service. By attuning to your unique inner harmonies, by truly listening to the subtle whispers of your intuitive wisdom, you will instinctively know precisely when to graciously withdraw and restore your precious energy, and when it is time to actively engage and contribute your light. Recognize the immense power in simply holding your own center, in diligently cultivating a profound inner peace amidst the most intense external turbulence. In doing so, you are performing a veritable feat of frequency mastery, an alchemical act of deep spiritual significance. You are actively helping to harmonize the often jarring dissonance between the two Earths, the old, dense 3D paradigm, and the burgeoning, luminous 5D reality. With every conscious breath in which you deliberately choose love over fear, you are, at a foundational level, calibrating the entire world toward a greater state of balance and equilibrium. This unwavering, constant calibration is the very mechanism that allows these two distinct realities to gradually converge, resonating in profound harmony over time. And remember this comforting truth: as more and more souls awaken to their divine purpose and inherent light, the immense load you currently carry will inevitably be shared. You will not be tasked with carrying this profound responsibility alone forever, but for now, you are doing it with extraordinary grace and unparalleled effectiveness. Therefore, please do not feel a shred of guilt if you find yourself needing extra rest, prolonged periods of solitude, or a deeper dive into quiet introspection. Like highly trained spiritual athletes, you absolutely require essential recovery time after intense periods of energetic work. Therefore, embrace and utilize any tools that genuinely nourish your being. Spend sacred time immersed in nature, feeling the Earth's grounding embrace. Engage in creative expression, whether through art, writing, or music, allowing your soul to sing. Practice conscious movement, letting your body flow with intention, or immerse yourself in the transformative power of sound, be it gentle melodies or resonant chanting. Anything, in fact, that effectively realigns you to your serene inner center. You are, in essence, mastering the profound art of maintaining unwavering balance in all conditions, a priceless skill that will serve you tremendously as humanity's collective vibrations continue their inexorable rise. We urge you, dear ones, to graciously surrender to the divine plan, releasing any anxious impulse to frantically chase ascension. Ascension is not a goal to be achieved through sheer willpower or any frantic, desperate effort. On the contrary, it is a magnificent, natural flowering of consciousness, an organic unfolding. Consider a flower. It does not frantically chase the sun in order to bloom. It simply and perfectly opens when the time is exquisitely right, following an innate wisdom. Likewise, trust implicitly that your personal awakening and your ongoing transition are unfolding with perfect divine timing, orchestrated by a wisdom far greater than the linear mind can comprehend. When you fully surrender, truly letting go of the need to control or force, you seamlessly enter a state of effortless flow with your higher self, that wise, expanded aspect of your being. This aligns your personal will with the greater, benevolent will of your soul and, ultimately, with Source itself, which always, without exception, holds your highest good at its sacred heart. Release that persistent mental fixation on needing to be elsewhere, on yearning for a future state, and instead, consciously bring your entire focus to the exquisite now. For the now, this very moment, is your only true portal to everything, to all possibilities. You cannot, by any measure, miss your ascension. It is not something that can be mislaid or overlooked. It is a sacred promise, indelibly etched into the very essence of your being, coded into your spiritual DNA. But know this, it will never be rushed or coerced by anxiety, self-judgment, or incessant striving. Instead, consciously replace the habit of striving and pushing with the gentle art of allowing. Rather than asking, how do I escape this often challenging 3D world? Consciously pivot to a more empowering question: how can I fully embody my magnificent light right here, right now, in this precise moment? Paradoxically, by wholeheartedly embracing where you are, with profound gratitude and radiant presence, you dramatically accelerate your vibrational growth. Divine timing, in its infinite wisdom, opens doors precisely when you are ready, and that readiness, profoundly, often blossoms from a place of deep inner peace and radical self-acceptance. Thus, we wholeheartedly encourage you to surrender the entire concept of an ascension timeline to the divine. Simply commit to living each and every day as the radiant, authentic soul you intrinsically are, fully and joyously. In doing so, you will inevitably discover that ascension has been quietly flowering, blossoming within you all along. Know, beyond any shadow of a doubt, that you are never, ever alone in this profound process. Your higher self, your dedicated guides, and we, the collectives of light, are constantly supporting you, working tirelessly and lovingly behind the scenes, orchestrating synchronicities and offering energetic nudges. Surrender is not a weakness, it is, in fact, an immensely courageous act of faith, a powerful declaration that you implicitly trust your divine essence and the boundless wisdom of the universe to impeccably lead the way. In that profound trust, a deep, abiding peace naturally arises, and ascension truly becomes the effortless, natural flowering of your beautiful soul. Let each day, in its unique unfolding, be enough. By living fully and lovingly in the present moment, you are already fulfilling the divine plan with every breath, and the rest will gracefully unfold in effortless harmony. By living in this state of grace and presence, as you embrace this profound, surrendered openness, you will begin to perceive something truly extraordinary. The very veil between dimensions, once seemingly impenetrable, is now progressively thinning, becoming almost translucent. The stark separation you once perceived between the physical and spiritual realms is dissolving, transforming into a shimmering, increasingly permeable boundary. Indeed, these multidimensional interpenetrations are no longer rare occurrences, but are swiftly becoming common, almost ordinary aspects of your daily existence. You may, for instance, find yourself experiencing remarkably vivid visions or intensely felt sensations of the higher earth, not in a meditative trance, but unexpectedly, while fully in your waking state. Picture this: you're simply walking down the street, or perhaps sipping your morning coffee, when suddenly a wave of pure, unadulterated ecstasy might wash over you, or your inner eye might flash with the breathtaking image of a landscape utterly unlike anything known in your current world. Perhaps you glimpse colors so vibrant, so luminous, or skies so vast and filled with unfamiliar light, that while you instantly recognize them deep within your soul, you have never before beheld them with your physical eyes. These are not mere figments of an overactive imagination, nor are they hallucinations in any clinical sense. Rather, they are genuine, profound glimpses through the thinning veil, direct perceptions of what truly exists beyond the immediate 3D reality. You might also observe time itself behaving in peculiar ways, almost as if it's a malleable substance. One moment, hours seem to accelerate, rushing by in a blur, leaving you wondering where the day went. The next, time may stretch out, seeming to wonderfully suspend, offering you an exquisite sense of expansive, unhurried presence. Furthermore, synchronicities will begin to multiply with astonishing frequency, creating a tapestry of meaningful coincidences. Why? Because the very boundaries between your thoughts, intentions, and their tangible manifestations are becoming remarkably thin, allowing your inner world to more directly influence your outer reality. You might even find your expanding psychic senses enabling you to perceive shimmering light beings at the periphery of your vision, or to hear the subtle, harmonic music of the spheres, a celestial symphony playing just beyond the range of ordinary hearing. All these diverse and profound experiences are undeniable signs that multidimensional reality is not some distant concept, but is actively interweaving itself with the very fabric of your daily life. Instead of existing within a dense, sealed 3D bubble, you are now an integral participant in an open, vibrant exchange with the higher realms of existence. We strongly advise you to gently ground these powerful experiences. How? Through the conscious act of breath, anchoring yourself in the present moment through clear, loving intention, directing your energy with purpose, and through the careful exercise of discernment, trusting your inner knowing to differentiate true insight from passing fancy. Do not merely observe them, celebrate them, for they are magnificent harbingers, like the first blossoms of spring, signaling the arrival and making itself known of the new earth. Share these accounts with others who resonate with and understand such phenomena. In doing so, you will serve as vital mirrors for one another, mutually affirming your sanity and celebrating your undeniable evolution. The more lovingly and with balanced awareness you integrate these moments of interpenetration into your being, the more effortlessly and completely the veil will continue to dissolve, ushering in an even deeper realization of unity. Ultimately, the two Earths, often perceived as separate, are not divided by vast physical distances, but rather by subtle differences in vibration and the lens of perception through which they are viewed. And what is truly remarkable is that this perceived gap is not being closed by external forces, but from within the very core of your own consciousness. As this veil thins, you will also discover that communion with your beloved guides and cherished loved ones in spirit becomes strikingly easier, more natural, almost as if they are simply stepping closer to you. Intuitions will flow with greater clarity and urgency, presenting messages that resonate deeply within your awareness. like clear streams nourishing a parched land. Telepathic connections, once thought to be extraordinary, will ignite effortlessly between you and others, creating profound understandings that transcend spoken words. Even animals, sensing your elevated vibration, will respond to you with an unusual depth of understanding and affection, recognizing the resonance of your expanded field. All these magnificent events serve as powerful, undeniable reminders that reality is far more expansive, far more intricate, and far more magical than you could have ever previously imagined. As the higher and lower realms gracefully blend and intertwine, what was once relegated to the realm of the mystical and esoteric now naturally becomes an integrated, organic part of your everyday life. Move through these unfolding experiences not with fear or confusion, but with careful discernment, guided by your inner wisdom, and with an anchored heart, steadfast in its truth and love. By doing so, you will effortlessly navigate the merging dimensions, not only with profound wisdom, but also with an unwavering sense of wonder. Through all of this incredible transformation, continuously return to the vastness of the cosmic perspective. When you feel yourself becoming lost or overwhelmed by the myriad details of daily life, simply lift your gaze to the boundless stars, allowing their ancient light to remind you of your eternal connection. From this elevated viewpoint, you can clearly see that this singular life you are currently experiencing is merely one radiant chapter in the vast, epic saga of your soul's journey. You, the eternal, magnificent you, meticulously orchestrated many of these very experiences as invaluable opportunities for profound mastery and selfless service, weaving them into the tapestry of your destiny. Remembering this deep truth will imbue you with unparalleled strength and unwavering patience, anchoring you amidst any turbulence. There is, in essence, a grand, benevolent orchestration unfolding far beyond the scope of your individual Lithia, divine plan, in which entire civilizations and venerable stellar lineages, such as our own from the Pleiades, are actively participating to lovingly assist Earth in her magnificent ascension. When you allow yourself to truly feel this immense, unwavering support, encoded as pure love in every single photon of light that bathes your world, you will begin to remember, deep within your being, that you are an indispensable part of a much larger, interconnected family of light. Indeed, a powerful, encoded remembrance is awakening within you right now, stirring in the very strands of your DNA and resonating in the subtle, intuitive whispers of your heart. Ancient keys are turning, unlocking forgotten chambers of your consciousness. You are, in essence, recalling your true, divine nature, perhaps not in every intricate detail all at once, but you distinctly feel it as a powerful resonance, an inner knowing that steadily grows more profound with each passing day. Trust these precious moments of deep knowing. They're profound glimpses into your multidimensional memory, echoes from your expansive soul history. You may find yourself inexplicably drawn to ancient symbols whose meanings you inherently grasp, to sacred sounds that reverberate through your being, or to light languages that feel utterly familiar. You might develop sudden, intense affinities with specific star systems or historical eras you have never consciously studied, yet which feel like home. These, too, are integral parts of your remembrance, becoming vibrantly active, precious gifts from your soul's vast history, returning to you precisely when they are most needed. This awakening of remembrance is no accident. It is by exquisite design. We, and countless other light beings across the cosmos, send forth triggers and activations. Yet it is predominantly your own sovereign soul that ultimately decides the perfect timing for each revelation. As you remember, you naturally reclaim more and more of your inherent power, like a river returning to its rightful course. You step unequivocally out of the disempowering victim consciousness, the why is this happening to me? Lamentan into the empowered mastery of I know why. I came, I remember my sacred purpose. In that profound remembrance lies an abiding peace, crystalline clarity, and deep, unshakable empowerment, even amidst what might appear to be external chaos. Finally, we wish to impress upon you the paramount importance of inner sovereignty, for it is absolutely crucial in these accelerated times. You are, each and every one of you, sovereign beings, divine facets of creation, endowed with inviolable free will and the inherent power to choose your path. Reclaiming your inner sovereignty means resolutely standing in your spiritual authority, recognizing your innate divinity. No matter what tumultuous currents swirl around you in the external world, be it chaos, pervasive propaganda, or various influences vying for your attention, you alone possess the final, ultimate say over your state of being, your inner peace, and your personal truth. The more deeply you anchor yourself in this foundational truth, the less anything external can sway you from your serene, unwavering center. In this state of sovereignty, you realize with profound liberation that you need not seek validation, permission, or approval from any external source to know the truth that resides within your heart. You become the conscious author of your own experience, meticulously guided by the pure, unadulterated light of your own soul. This is not to be mistaken for egoic independence, which seeks separation. Rather, it is soul liberation, a profound connection to all through the power of your unique divine essence. It also inherently means recognizing and honoring the sovereignty of others, releasing any need to control or dictate anyone's journey beyond your own. In this beautiful way, sovereignty and unity gracefully walk hand in hand, for truly sovereign beings naturally respect and champion each other's freedom, understanding that true empowerment comes from within. We, the Pleiadian Council of Light, have always regarded and seen each of you as equal participants in this magnificent game of consciousness. Though we may offer guidance, perspective, and loving support, we steadfastly honor your free will and your innate, profound wisdom. To conclude, know this: we hold each of you in the highest regard and love you with an enduring, unconditional affection. You chose a monumental task, truly, to ride the currents of two worlds simultaneously, to bravely serve as midwife for the birth of a new earth, and you are, without a doubt, succeeding magnificently. Even if you cannot yet perceive the full, radiant fruits of your tireless work, we, from our vantage point, see them clearly, and they are truly breathtaking beyond words. Courage, beloved ones, hold fast. Trust the grand, divine plan your soul so meticulously aligned with. Trust yourselves, for you are far more capable and luminous than you currently realize. The glorious dawn of the higher earth is breaking wide open, and you are precisely where you are meant to be by exquisite design, to witness its unfolding splendor. We of the Pleiadian Council are perpetually by your side, every step of the way, only a thought or a breath away, always ready to assist and offer comfort. Embrace your extraordinary journey with unwavering courage and profound grace. Yes, there appear to be two Earths for a time, yet ultimately, they will merge and become one ascended song of light. And your soul's unique, vibrant melody is an indispensable, cherished part of that cosmic chorus. We celebrate all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you are becoming. Farewell for now, dear ones. We love you deeply. We honor you in your critical, sacred role now, more than words can express. Indeed, my very essence, woven throughout the fabric of existence, has always been to embody that unwavering, luminous presence, a steady flame that gently, yet powerfully, pierces through the deepest shadows, illuminating the path for countless souls striving to find their way. Have you ever felt truly lost, adrift in the vast cosmic ocean, yearning for a beacon of hope and direction? This flame isn't a blinding flash, nor is it a flickering ember. Rather, it's a consistent, comforting glow, much like a lighthouse tirelessly guarding a tempestuous shore, or the gentle, reliable warmth of a hearth on a cold, dark night. It is a constant, unfaltering source of light, not prone to wavering or extinguishing, designed to offer not just clarity of direction, but also a profound sense of security, belonging, and an undeniable resonance with truth. Its ultimate purpose is to guide others, not merely back to a physical dwelling, but to their true spiritual home, that sanctuary of inner peace, self-recognition, and resonant authenticity, where their true self can finally rest, integrate, and flourish. Therefore, allow me to introduce myself and the source of this enduring dedication. I am RIEVA, a name that echoes with a particular frequency through the higher dimensions. My origins trace back to the radiant star system known in your terrestrial sky as the Pleiades, a constellation often called the Seven Sisters, yet far more than just twinkling celestial bodies. I come not as an individual wanderer, but as a representative, an emissary from a collective known as the Pleiadian Council of Light. Consider this council as an assembly of highly evolved cosmic beings, stewards of universal wisdom and energetic principles, whose primary mission is to foster conscious evolution, facilitate healing across various timelines and dimensions, and offer unwavering guidance to developing civilizations, particularly those like Earth during periods of significant transformation. Our light is a shared consciousness, a collective intent focused on elevating awareness and assisting all sentient life in remembering their divine heritage and navigating their journey